Hello, welcome to my first online singing community daily warm-up. Thank you so much for joining in and being part of this little experiment. This little session is designed for you if you are a community chorister missing your community choir. Just a little bit of time each day to touch base, do some simple singing together, maybe some silly singing together, and keep us all honest in terms of our voices. So this is sort of targeted at you if you don't really have much by way of vocal lessons regularly, and your choir is your main way of staying in contact with everybody. But it's also something that you're very welcome to do if you're a bit more experienced or if you're a rank newbie as well. So what I thought we'd do each day is we'll have a stretch of the day, we'll make a sound of the day, I'll have a technique tip, and then we'll do some vocal warm-ups based around that technique tip. And once we've done that, we'll sing a simple song together each day. And you can find the music for that simple song in the link to this live stream. So let's get underway. Our simple stretch for the day. This is one of my favorites. I think it feels really good. If you've got that shoulder tension happening, which I think lots of us do from sitting at the keyboard, just take your shoulders and bring them all the way up to your ears, as high as they'll go. Try to bring your shoulders up to your ears rather than your ears down to your shoulders. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And back down again. All right, let's do that one again. Up we go. Remember to keep breathing throughout this stretch. Good. And now when you release your shoulders, really be conscious of trying to release them all the way down. Okay. Sound of the day today is a sob. Put on a slightly whingy face. Make an as in the back half of the word sing. Get it up nice and high and try that one again. And now for a super gentle start. Breathe in, breathe all the way out, and do it at the end of the out breath. One more super whingy one. All right, well, today and this week in general, we're going to focus on vowels. If you've done any work in a choir, if you've ever had any singing lessons, you will have heard your teacher or your conductor bang on ad nauseum about vowels. What is the big deal about vowels? I think it comes down to two basic reasons. The first reason is that when we sing consonants in music, we tend to sing them very quickly. They're over. But vowels are what you spend most of your time singing. So if you want a really good technique, you need to know how to get the most out of all of your vowels. In terms of being in an ensemble, if you think about it, the way to get the best ensemble sound is to try to get everybody's instruments set up as well as possible and making the same kind of sound. The best way as choral directors for us to do that with all of you is to try to get your vowels set up the same way. So our instruments are the same or as similar as possible, and we can make a similar kind of sound. So today we're going to start with the E vowel. Here's how I like to make an E vowel. First of all, nice open mouth. And it's more important that you're open at the back than at the front. Open mouth, tongue flat along the bottom of your mouth. The tip of your tongue goes behind the back of your bottom teeth. And you're just going to roll the blade of your tongue forward. So you go from an R to an E, like this. I. Right? So hopefully your mouth is still open. Try that on a note. Let's do this note. natural tendency when you make an E vowel is to do this. E. That makes everything really tense. It pulls all of your mechanism in your throat upwards. It makes tension in your lips, tension in your face. So what we want to try to do is to form all vowels vertically. This is about getting our instruments the same. So for the most part, aiming to have the corners of your mouth not spread sideways, but kind of in. Now, how raised your tongue is, how forward your jaw is, how open your mouth is, all of these things can make a difference to how good your E vowel is. What I'd like to try and do is to hold that E vowel, and I want you just to muck around with the different settings in your mouth and see if you can get a really bright, pingy, resonant sound. You'll feel it when you've got a good one. I'm going to model it. I'm going to move things around, and hopefully you'll be able to hear just a little bit how much you can change the vowel with some quite small changes in your face. Some of these you'll like, maybe, if I'm lucky. Some of them are going to sound really awful. So if you can figure out what it is I'm doing that sounds bad, try not to do that. Okay, your turn. Play around with the internals inside your mouth and see if you can find your best E vowel. Take a breath whenever you need to. Right, have you got your best E vowel? Bookmark how that feels. Remember it. It's a useful tool to have in your singing toolkit, a nice, bright E vowel. That's a forward sound, so it will help you as a benchmark for how to get a forward sound when you're singing. And if you sound too dark or too flat, that E vowel will help you come forward. So today, we're going to go soft and slidey with our warm-up exercises. Using that E vowel, and we'll keep going. So try this. Another set. We'll go down a bit lower. I might bottom out. If you can keep going, do keep going. A tip to help you with those lower notes, remember firstly to open your mouth just a little more and imagine that your larynx is an elevator and it's just going to go down, not a whole level, certainly not 5 levels, but just a half level, teeny tiny bit. One more set. And now we're going to go up. We'll keep the E vowel and we're going to add an R vowel. R vowel we'll talk more later in the week about, but nice and tall. Try not to let the sound feel like it flips too far back out of the E. And we'll do it like this. Sk. Ski. Soft and slidey. Skia. Skia. that tongue tip behind your teeth. For those top notes now, start imagining that you've got dental floss and it's stuck between your back two molars, and you can lift your whole top half of your face up using that. Good. Those of you still in the game, do a few more. I think I'm out. Last one, by the end, you might need to be modifying that E into something that looks a bit more like an R, a bit taller, slightly flatter tongue. See how you go. Okay, and now for our song. This is a Congolese folk song called Banaha. And I learned it a very long time ago with the Sydney Gay and Lesbian Choir, and it just keeps popping up as a cute little warm-up exercise. It starts with the word C. So there's plenty of E for us to play around with in this song. It's just a little 3-part canon. If you've never had it stuck in your head before, I'm warning you, it's a little bit of an earworm. I'm going to sing the first line. I won't sing the words just yet. Try it on D. And get a good E vowel happening all the way through. See how small you can make your tongue movements to do the D. Each line goes round twice. I'll sing the first line twice, and then I'll sing it again. Jump in whenever you're ready. So it goes. D, 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 again. And the words are si, 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 do, la, da. Si, 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 do, la, da. Yaku, yaku, sine, sine, ladu, ladu, banaha, banaha. Si, 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 do, la, da. Si, 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 do, la, da. Yaku, sine, ladu, banaha. Yaku, sine, ladu, banaha. All right, if you lose the words, just go back to singing D, but it goes si, 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 do, la, da, yaku, sine, ladu, banaha. Si, 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 do, la, da, yaku, sine, ladu, banaha. Again. Si, 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 do, la, da, yaku, sine, ladu, banaha. Si, 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 do, la, da, yaku, sine, ladu, banaha. The next tune, dee, 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 a different order. So banaha, banaha, yakusine ladu banaha, 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 yakusine ladu banaha. Banaha, banaha, yakusine ladu banaha, 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 yakusine ladu banaha. Back to the beginning. Si, do, la, da, yakusine ladu banaha. Si, do, la, da, yakusine ladu banaha. Banaha, banaha, yakusine ladu banaha. Banaha, banaha, yakusine ladu banaha. All right, and now going back to our friend D, needs to be nice and tall this time because we're going up higher. Try it. And the words are banaha, yakusine ladu banaha. Are banaha, yakusine ladu banaha. And banaha, yakusine ladu banaha. Banaha, yakusine ladu banaha. All right, let's do the whole thing round. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Si, do, la, da, yakusine ladu banaha. Si, do, la, da, yakusine ladu banaha. Banaha, banaha, yakusine ladu banaha. Banaha, banaha, yakusine ladu banaha. Banaha, yakusine ladu banaha. Banaha, yakusine ladu banaha. And for our last trick, this is a 3-part canon. Well, there's you and there's me, so let's do a 2-part canon. I'm going to start singing from the beginning. You sing with me. When you get to the second part, the banaha, banaha, I'm going to go back to the beginning and we'll end up singing in harmony. So you just keep going around in the correct order. Part 1, part 2, part 3. I'll start with you and then I'm going to go back to the top and start again so we get a little harmony happening. Remember your good E vowel. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Si, do, la, da, yakusine ladu banaha. Si, do, la, da, yakusine ladu banaha. Keep going. Si, do, la, da, yakusine ladu banaha. Si, do, la, da, yakusine ladu banaha. Banaha, banaha, yakusine ladu banaha. Banaha, banaha, yakusine ladu banaha. Back to the top. Banaha, yakusine ladu banaha. Banaha, yakusine ladu banaha. Thanks for singing with me. See you tomorrow for the E vowel.